Welcome, and thank you for joining us for today's Q&A on how to build your aging science career. We're looking forward to highlighting training and career development opportunities for current and prospective graduate students and answering some of your frequently asked questions. For today's Q&A, we will highlight programs with a research diversity focus. My name is Laura Major, and I'm a training officer in NIA's Office of Strategic Extramural Programs, which we call OSEP. I'm excited to be joined today by training officers from NIA's intramural and extramural programs, and I'll allow each of them to introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Jamie Lavick. I am also a training officer with OSEP. I oversee a number of our extramural training awards, especially those awards that go to graduate students and postdocs.
Hello, I am Arlene Jackson. I'm an Associate Training Director in the National Institute on Aging Office of the Scientific Director. I support NIA's Intramural Research Program, where I manage all post-baccalaureate and pre-doctoral activities, including the NIA IRP Summer Internship Program.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sara Vandresiga. I'm a staff scientist and the training lead at the NIA Center for Alzheimer's and Related Dementias, or CARD for short. And if you are not familiar, CARD is a collaborative initiative of NIA and the National Institute on Neurological Disorders and Stroke. And like Arlene, I too work in the intramural research program.
Thank you all. So if you're newer to NIH, you may be wondering what's the difference between intramural and extramural research. In brief, extramural research refers to research funded by NIA that occurs at external institutions, while intramural research is conducted at NIA by NIA's own scientists. A lot of NIA's intramural research programs take place in Baltimore or at CARD on NIH's campus in Bethesda, Maryland. Before we dive into your questions today, I'd like to do a quick lightning round where my colleagues will share some background on NIA's portfolio of training and career development opportunities for prospective and current graduate students. So, Jamie, let's start with you. We both know that NIA offers dozens of extramural training and career development awards at different education and career stages. This includes fellowships known as F Awards, Career Development or K Awards, and Research or R Awards that are available at the investigator and institutional levels. You can view the full list of awards at www.nia.nih.gov/training. So since today's discussion is focused on current and prospective graduate students, what kinds of extramural training opportunities would be the best fit for someone who's thinking about graduate school or starting a graduate program soon?
So on the extramural side, which again is that money that's going from NIA out to other institutions, most of our individual graduate student awards are for doctoral students who are already a couple of years into their graduate degree. They're getting close to that dissertation phase. But if you're still an undergraduate, or maybe you're a post-bac or a master's student, or you've only just started your doctoral program, you can still get access to NIA-funded research training. And there's two great ways to do that. One is via our R25 research education programs or through our diversity supplement awards. So diversity supplement awards are an extra pot of money that can be added on to an existing NIA research grant. That money can then be used to fund a student or professional starting as early as high school all the way up through the junior faculty phase. And this individual would need to be doing mentored research in aging. So the goal of the diversity supplement program is to enhance diversity in the biomedical research workforce. So if you're interested in pursuing a diversity supplement, you would first need to identify a researcher at your institution who is conducting research in aging that you're interested in. And this person would need to already have NIA funding. You would talk to them about working together to apply for a diversity supplement. The other option is the R25 research education programs. So these are institutional awards, meaning that universities apply for the award, and then they use that money to create research training programs for students. So you can check and see if your university has an NIA R25. The programs that you would be looking for would be either ADAR, Advancing Diversity in Aging Research, or ERA, Expanding Research in Alzheimer's Disease and Related Dementias. So currently the ADAR program already funds 36 different programs across the country. And these fund summer research experiences or year-round research experiences. These focus on undergraduate students. And they cover a whole range of topics within aging, including health disparities, neuroscience, longevity, many more. The ERA program, that one's newer, and it currently already funds 3 different post-baccalaureate training programs. We've got one in Florida, one in California, and one right here in DC at Howard University.
Thanks so much, Jamie. So NIA also has opportunities for students to train with our own scientists on NIH's campus. So Arlene, turning to you, what opportunities are available for prospective graduate students with NIA's intramural research program, also known as IRP?
Sure. There are 3 main programs that I would like to highlight for current or prospective graduate students looking to get basic or limited clinical research experience at NIH. First, the Diversity and Aging Research Pipeline Program, also known as DARP. DARP is designed to develop and expose students from diverse backgrounds, including minorities underrepresented in science, socioeconomically disadvantaged students, and others to aging research. Students can enter the pipeline during any portion of their educational journey as a summer student, a postbac, or a postdoc. Students receive training and mentorship from NIA scientists, as well as long-term support throughout their education journey. The second program is the NIA Summer Trainee in Aging Research, or the STAR program, which is a 10-week hands-on research experience that is open to college, graduate, and medical students. Applications for the STAR program will open this November. And another great program for students with bachelor's degrees or are looking for applied research experiences is the NIH ERDA postbac program. And that's for recent college graduates who can apply and spend 1 or 2 years performing full-time research at the NIH with a mentor.
Great, thank you, Arlene. So Sarah, CARD also offers opportunities to train on NIH's campus. Can you tell us a little bit more about which opportunities may be of most interest to a graduate student?
Yeah, so at CART, our central mission is to initiate, stimulate, accelerate, and support research that will lead to the development of improved treatments and preventions for these diseases. And we are looking to develop the next generation of dementia scientists and innovators who have data analysis, data visualization, and machine learning expertise. So if you are considering graduate school and have an interest in data science, the CART Masters of Professional Studies in Data Science Fellowship program may be perfect for you. This is a 2-year program that allows students to earn a paid Master's of Professional Studies degree while gaining hands-on experience working at CART or a partner institution. And as Arlene mentioned, CART is also proud to participate in the Intramural Research Training Award or IRTA program. We recruit recent college graduates, and if you are nearing the end of your graduate program, we also recruit postdoctoral researchers to work with scientists at CART. Before becoming a staff scientist at CART, I was a postdoctoral fellow for 5 years at NIA as part of the IRTA visiting fellowship program, and this was really an incredible opportunity to grow my scientific career. I'm extremely grateful that I was part of this, since I really benefited from the mentorship of leading experts in my field and had access to cutting-edge NIA resources that greatly enhanced my research skills. So this is a great program you could consider in the future if you are an international student with a PhD.
Thanks so much for sharing that, Sarah. So we've talked a bit about graduate students or folks who may be considering graduate school soon in the future, but I want to move towards graduate students who are further along in their programs. So which programs or awards would be a good fit for them?
I can take that one. So for graduate students who have already joined a lab and already designed their dissertation research project, we have 3 great options for NIA funding to fund your research training. That's the F31 Fellowship, the R36 Dissertation Award, and the F99/K00 Predoctoral to Postdoctoral Transition Award. So the F31 is the most common award for graduate students. You may have heard of it. I had an F31, for instance, back when I was a graduate student. That one can fund up to 5 years of predoctoral research training. And NIA participates in the NIH-wide F31 awards. And we also have our own F31. That one is focused on students from underrepresented backgrounds who are conducting translational research on Alzheimer's disease or related dementias. So another one of the options is the R36 Research Dissertation Award to promote diversity. So this is for a more senior graduate student who has only 1 or 2 years left in their doctoral training. A great benefit of the R36 is that this award pays a higher salary than our other student awards, and actually than any other student awards available at the NIH. So that salary is up to $42,500 per year. So we encourage all aging researchers to apply, but especially those who are from groups underrepresented in the biomedical sciences. And then finally, we have the F99K00. So this is a pre-doc to postdoc transition award. So it can fund you for the final 1 or 2 years of doctoral research and the first 3 to 4 years of your postdoc research. So it's a really great option if you're a student who already knows that you want to conduct your postdoc within aging research. And you can even apply for this award if you aren't yet conducting aging research as a student, but you want to move into the aging field for your postdoc. So you should tell your friends about this award if you think they might be interested in pursuing aging research in the future.
Fantastic. So I'd now like to move into some of the questions we've received in advance to this Q&A, as well as some other frequently asked questions that you all know we get a lot about our training programs. So the first question is about how to find PhD programs in aging research or neurodegenerative diseases, especially for students who are coming from a more technical field like engineering. Any advice on that?
Well, at least on the extramural side, the NIA doesn't run any PhD programs ourselves, but we do fund aging PhD programs at universities around the country. And so we do that via our T32 training grant program. So as you're looking for potential graduate schools to apply to, you can take a look at reporter.nih.gov. So that's the NIH database of all of our funded NIH awards. And within that database, you can search for NIA T32 awards. So if you find a university that holds an NIA T32, that's a sign that they're really committed to training students in aging research, and they already have some NIA funding to help support those students. So those might be great places to consider.
And on the intramural side, we don't run our own PhD program, but we do partner with universities across the United States to bring PhD students into our labs to complete their dissertation research here. PhD students interested in aging research should definitely take a look at our IRP labs and research projects.
Thank you both. So here's another question we receive often. Which awards or programs are available for international students?
Okay, that's always a tough one. So I know a lot of international students struggle to find funding. They often worry that NIH doesn't have any opportunities for them, but that's not completely true. The NIA does have one option for international students, and that is the F99K00 that I talked about before. So if you're planning to finish your graduate degree here in the United States and you plan to pursue a postdoc in aging research in the US, you should definitely consider that F99K00.
As I mentioned earlier, we have the DART program, the Diversity and Aging Research Pipeline Program, which is available to our foreign nationals while they're participating in the summer research program, and is only available to students attending accredited universities and schools.
Great, thank you. So Sarah, this next question is actually for you. What advice would you give someone interested in applying to CARD's Master of Professional Studies in Data Science Fellowship Program?
Yeah, well, if you are passionate about applying data science skills to the dementia space, this opportunity is really for you. It is ideal for people with backgrounds in data science, in health research, or in neuroscience, but it is really open to all fields. And to apply, you must have a bachelor's degree and prior coursework in college-level math, statistics, or programming courses. If you haven't taken those kind of courses yet, considering taking online classes in statistics, statistics, linear algebra, and programming before you apply might be beneficial for your application. We begin accepting applications usually around January, and the deadline is in April. And so if you are interested in learning more about the program, I encourage you to visit the CAR website and join us in February for our first informational session about the program.
Great, thank you. So another popular question we're asked is, what support or tips do you have for graduate students who are trying to determine which award or program might be best for them?
Yeah, so if you're trying to decide between the F-31, the R-36, and the F-99, we actually have a web page that's designed exactly to help you with that decision. So it compares the three awards across many different parameters. So definitely take a look at that one. And if you're still not sure, I'm happy to help. So you can email me at niatraining@mail.nih.gov. That's a really useful email address to hold on to. It's also the best place to send in your questions if you have questions about diversity supplements or the R25. Really every day we check that email address and answer questions like, am I eligible for this award? Which award's right for me? When is the best timing to apply? So really don't hesitate to reach out. That's niatraining@mail.nih.gov.
Yeah, and for IRP, when making a choice on which program you would like to pursue, you will need to weigh your interest in bench research versus data science and really reflect on your long-term career goals. Do you see yourself more in, traditional lab settings like bench research, or more working with data analysis and computational methods, so data science research? I think identifying your passion is really going to guide you and this for you to decide which program is the right one for in terms of your interest. If your interests are more focused in data science, then we recommend you apply to the CAR Data Science Fellowship program that I mentioned. And in contrast, if you are keen on lab training, then the IRTA postbac program is a great choice.
Thank you. That's really helpful advice. I feel like I learned some things. So another question is, so once you've decided which program is right for you, do any of you have tips on how you would craft a successful application?
Well, for the extramural awards, my answer is the same. Reach out to that email address, niatraining@mail.nih.gov. And once you've already chosen an award, what I recommend you do is, in your email, list which notice of funding opportunity you're applying to, tell me what due date you're planning to apply for, and attach a draft of your specific aims page. So with that page, I'll be able to identify the right program officer who's the best fit for your project, and I'll send them your aims so that they can get you some feedback. We really recommend that all applicants seek feedback from a program officer before they submit. So remember, we are here to help.
Thanks. Arlene, you may be able to answer this next one. What does a typical experience look like for someone in the Intramural Research Training Award Program?
Well, this is an opportunity for recent college graduates or postdoctoral fellow researchers interested in STEM to spend 1 or 2 years performing full-time research at NIH. Participants will train in research groups directed by a principal investigator. We offer research opportunities in the biomedical, behavioral, and social sciences with opportunities to explore basic, translational, and clinical research. In addition to an intensive research experience, participants have access to professional development programs focused on core competencies needed for success in research and healthcare fields, and an educational and career advising from our staff is also available.
Great. I think those are actually all of the questions that we have for today. Please know information on our programs and deadlines are constantly being updated year to year. For example, changes to the application and review criteria for certain F or fellowship awards are being implemented starting in January 2025. So the best way to stay up to date on what's happening at NIA is to take a look at our website, follow us on X or LinkedIn, or subscribe to some of our email listservs. For links to those resources, please check out this video's description. Before we end, I'd like to thank our speakers, Jamie, Arlene, and Sarah, for joining me today and sharing your valuable expertise.
Thanks so much.